In this video, we're going to be talking about how I made $1 million. In fact, I'm going to tell you multiple ways that I made $1 million. So I'm going to show you 4 different ways that I was able to make over $1 million. I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man. I teach you how to build financial independence, how to get the physique that you want, get the women that you want, and how to go from the victim mindset to the Bulldog mindset. If that sounds like something you're interested in, click that subscribe button down below and become a Bulldog. I have made, several $1 million in my life. I'm not saying that to brag, but it's something that I've been able to do multiple times, okay? And a lot of times when someone sees someone successful who's become a millionaire, they say, oh, well, he got lucky or whatnot. But that's why I want to make this video, to give you guys an idea, because a lot of you have questioned me, well, how did you make $1 million? Or how did you make, multiple millions of dollars? But I wanted to give you, the actual way, so that you know how it happened and that you can see that it's happened multiple times. So it's not a matter of luck. It's not a matter of coincidence, so that you can have some confidence that you can do the same thing. I'm not some kind of super genius, okay? I wasn't gifted with, I didn't have a golden spoon or silver spoon in my mouth. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. There's nothing super special about me, except that I was willing to do the work, to work hard, to learn what I need to learn in order to do it, and to not give up. That's really the key thing here. Like I said, a lot of you are more smarter than me. You're more talented than me, right? You have a lot more opportunity for success than me. You might even be in better situations, right? The first way that I was able to generate over $1 million was through real estate, okay? Now, this is a long way, all right? It takes some time, but I just want to give you an idea of how this is possible and what I did, right? So what I did was I started buying a property every single year, basically putting like 10-20% down on a property, cheap properties, and I did that pretty much every single year from when I started when I was 19. I didn't have a great job, but I was able to put down like 10% originally is what I was putting down, and getting a second loan on properties. And so I'd buy a $100,000 property and basically put down $10,000, right? For a lot of you, if you have a good job, you can save $10,000, right? And you can put that down as a down payment, okay? And so, it wasn't big properties, right? I buy bigger properties now, but I was doing that, and eventually I bought some bigger properties as I made more money and saved more money. But that was the basic plan, okay? And that's what I ended up doing. I ended up owning, I've sold some properties now, but at the top I was at like 27 or 28 units that I own total. Okay, I still own a bunch of property now. Let's suppose that you had $5 million worth of real estate that you purchased. Now that doesn't mean that you had $5 million, okay? It means that you probably had $1 million, let's say, that you purchased, and you got properties at 20% down, or maybe you had $500,000 and you had properties at 10% down, okay? But you've somehow amassed $5 million worth of real estate. Well, all you need is a 20% increase in the value in order to have $1 million, right? You'll have made $1 million that, of profit if it increases 20% in value. Okay, now again, like I said, for some people, acquiring $5 million worth of real estate is going to be really hard, okay? But how about this? What if you only acquired $2 million worth of real estate? Again, that might seem like a lot, but if you can put 10% down, that only requires you to have $200,000 that you've saved up. Now, this could be over a long period of time. Or, if you can put 20% down, obviously it'd be $400,000. But if you have $2 million worth of property and it increases 50% in value, which given, 10, 15, 20 years, it will, there you go, there's $1 million right there. So it's very possible to do that. For me, it was a combination of things, right? I kept on buying real estate, all right, putting all my money into real estate. And so I would make that money as I eventually acquired like several $1 million worth of real estate that I owned. Okay, now I didn't own it free and clear. I had big mortgages on this. Maybe, at one point I might have had $5 million worth of real estate and $4 million worth of mortgage on it. I only had, $1 million invested in it. But over time, as those properties increased in value, I made that money, and I was able to make millions of dollars. Basically, when you buy real estate, you make money from the cash flow from the rent that people pay you. You make money from the principal pay down that you pay down on the mortgage. You make money from the appreciation that's leveraged, okay, as the property value goes up, and you also make money from the tax benefits because you actually get to depreciate the property and write off a lot of taxes on that. So real estate is a really solid investment, and if you're willing to put in the time, typically 15 to 20 years worth of effort, you can definitely become a millionaire from real estate and become a multimillionaire. I just keep on making more money in real estate. I made money from royalties from online courses. Okay, this was another way that I made several $1,000,000. So I created courses for a company called Pluralsight, software development courses, and I taught these courses, recorded these courses, and they contracted me to make the courses, and then they paid me royalties for these. The thing that I did that most of the authors for Pluralsight didn't do was I created 55 courses. I just started busting ass and created courses for like 2.5, 3 years, if you know my story. And they paid me basically a royalty on those courses, and I ended up basically getting to the point where I've gotten over $3 million in royalty payments from them from those courses. Now the company grew big, okay, it ended up making a lot of money, their subscribership grew. There's not always an opportunity like that, but it just goes to show you the example, right? Again, the big thing here was that for each course that I made for Pluralsight, I didn't make a lot of money, okay? I didn't have a huge amount of royalty. But because I did 55 of them, that's what made me become a millionaire. Okay, that's what, from that to make millions of dollars. The principle behind this is that you can do the same thing. All you have to do is find one thing that makes you some amount of money, okay? And then you scale that up, right? That's the key to business. The key to success in business is to find one thing that works and then to scale that up, to do more of it, right? You could write books, right? You could do video courses like I did. There's a lot of different things that you could do. All you have to do is find one thing that's going to make you some amount of monthly income, and then you do more and more of it. The next one that I made over $1 million was from businesses. So you've got this business here, Bulldog Mindset, hasn't made $1 million yet, but it eventually will. Okay, but my main business for a long time was Simple Programmer. It still exists. Okay, and with that company, I started as just a blog, but eventually I got to the point where, typically in a year we'll make over $500,000 from Simple Programmer. Now I have a business partner now that I split the money with, but typically it's almost all profit. So, if you are making $200,000 profit over 5 years, that's $1 million right there. So we've made several $1 million from Simple Programmer over the years, right? It's been around for 10 years. It wasn't always making a lot of money, but I built that business up, okay? I built an email list. I started selling products on there, and we started selling several $100,000 worth of products per year, and that's what really built the company and made that money. We make revenue from different things, from books, from digital courses we sell. We do advertising that we make money from. We have affiliate deals that we do, and then coaching. For example, for Bulldog Mindset, I do coaching, and and I make money from that. And then the fourth way, number 4, okay, which is the worst way, is from my job, from my salary as my job, right? I was a software developer for around 15 years, okay, and for most of that time, my salary was somewhere around 100K, a little bit above that at times. So if you add that up, 100K salary for 10 years, that's $1 million. All right. Now you don't get to keep all of that, so it takes about 15 years to earn maybe that much, and maybe more than that, more like 20 years to earn after-tax dollars. But hey, that's it. That's another way to make $1 million. I didn't go into really the in-depth details of that. If you want some of the in-depth details, there is a place where you can get that. It is in the Bulldog Mindset membership. I do like a video every week, and I go into depth on how to build a business, how to make money from it. Exactly, I show you exactly what I'm doing. I even show you my exact financials and how I'm making money. Start off by taking the Bulldog Mindset quiz and see what your Bulldog score is. When you take that quiz, you'll get some additional emails that will tell you how to raise the score and give you an invite to the Bulldog Mindset membership. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.